If you're just joining us, we are currently honoring all of our elementary and middle schools. If you're just joining us, we are currently honoring all of our middle and elementary schools from PSD. Right now we have the Preston Pumas, the Kennard Mustangs, Trout Wolverines, the Bader Bucks, Beatty Elementary, the Bennett Broncos, Johnson Elementary, the Lopez Lasers, McGraw Elementary, Olander Elementary, the Blevins Bruins, the Weber Panthers, LaCache Laputer Pirates, Cache Laputer Elementary, Irish Elementary, all of the PSD Mountain Schools, the Tavelli Tigers, the Lincoln Middle School. And the Pooter Global Academy. In around 20 minutes here, we'll be starting our football matchup for tonight, Wellington versus Timnath. We'll be back with you soon.
I was supposed to talk during that video. Alright. Marcus, is my thing turned on? Keith, is my audio turned on? Can you hear me tapping? You hear me? No? Hang on. Y'all hear me now?
It's live, so whatever you're saying.
And welcome to the field, the Timnath Cubs.
Alright, welcome back to the Canvas Classic, everybody. Getting ready for a matchup here against the Timnath Cubs and the Wellington Eagles. The Timnath Cubs just took the field. Welcome back to SaberCat Sports Network. I'm Cole Woodard.
And I'm Ian Lehman.
Welcome to the Canvas Classic here at Canvas Stadium here at Colorado State University. Different atmosphere tonight, much bigger stadium than what we're used to.
Much bigger stadium. It's definitely bigger stadium. Definitely a bit different atmosphere. Feels a little bit more empty, but it's still loud.
Absolutely. Should have a good matchup tonight here between the Wellington Eagles and Timnath Cubs.
Teams are taking the field right now.
Yep, and you hear a ton of cheering back there. That should be the Wellington Eagles that just took the field.
Just finished up the Fossil Ridge and Fort Collins game. It was an adrenaline pump game right at the end. There was an onside kick recovery, got a touchdown. They were down 3 touchdowns with 4.5 minutes left. Came back, only lost by 1 touchdown. And Collins took back the Humney Cup, which Fossil claimed last year.
Just what you see now, who's going to take the Box Elder Cup tonight between Timnath and Wellington. Another big rivalry. This should be an exciting matchup.
I believe Wellington has the Box Elder Cup right now.
That is correct, yes. This will be the second ever matchup of these two playing against each other here at Canvas Stadium. This is the second year in a row, actually, they played together. and Wellington holds it after winning last year.
Should be a close matchup tonight. Wellington has been showing a lot of dominance throughout this whole season. They have not let up a single point so far and are currently 10th in the state for today. This is their hardest matchup yet, so we will see.
Please direct your attention to the field for introduction to tonight's captains and the coin toss. Tonight's captains for the Wellington Eagles are number 3, Kyle Kisner, number 4, Tanner Gray, number 44, Ethan Thurns, number 69, Ezra Bat-Jurgen. Serving as tonight's honorary captain for the Eagles is Wellington Mayor Kaylee Shosey. Mr. Shosey has been the mayor of Wellington since 2022. He grew up in Wellington and has been a resident for 28 years.
Umpire Jeff Van Hook.
Captains for the Timnath Cubs are number 4, Carter Gaines,
Line judge
number 4, Isaac Hopkins,
also joining the captain in the field, conducting the coin toss for tonight's game, the superintendent of schools, Ryan Kingston.
Serving as tonight's honorary captain for the Cubs is Timnath Mayor Robert Axmacher. Robert Axmacher is the proud mayor of Timnath, Colorado, with over 25 years of public service. A Colorado native and a Timnath Ranch resident, he has served in their mechanics held leadership roles in the City Boulder Police Department. He is also a small business owner and active community volunteer. Tonight's officials is referee Alan Hampson, umpire Jeff Van Hook, head linesman Louis Kingia, line judge Rob Montoya, and back judge Connor Groby. Serving as tonight's honorary official and conducting the coin toss with my student superintendent and the school's Brian Kingsley.
Our players to watch tonight for Wellington is first their junior running back and defensive back, Kyle Skyler. He is currently averaging 93.7 yards per game and he's leading the team in rushing.
Tonight's color guard is provided by Peter School District's very own junior
We'll take a
ROTC.
moment for the national anthem. We'll be right back with you.
Representing Polaris Expeditionary is Will Davis on rifle. Representing Timnath High School is Hayden Brodsky on rifle. Also representing Timnath High School is Sylvia Hale on the Colorado State flag. And representing Luther High School is Carter Harrison on the American flag. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Wellington High School Band under the direction of Bill Cleary.
Our second player to watch tonight for Wellington is the senior tight end, Tanner McLean. He is one of the team's top receivers and is currently averaging 40.7 yards per game. He's had 3 touchdowns this season, right behind Kyle Keisner's 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns. Lastly, we have the senior quarterback, Tanner Gray. He currently has 7 passing touchdowns this season, a 58.3% completion rate. He also plays defensive end and is currently averaging 5.3 tackles a game and has pressured in the other team into 12 QB rushes.
And here we go, getting ready to play some Friday Night Lights here at Canvas Stadium here tonight, home of the Colorado State Rams FBS college football team. Should be, as we said, a great game. And let's get this game going. We'll have the Timnath Cubs kicking off to Wellington. Wellington will be defending the north end zone. And here goes our kicker, setting the ball. This will be both these teams' probably biggest game of the season here. And here we go, the ball's been kicked and we are underway here at Canvas Stadium. And look, that has been.
Looks like that's going to be a touchback.
Yes, they should call that a touchback. Yes, that is indeed called a touchback.
So we're going to start off with the Wellington offense here, which has been very strong this season. They've not scored under 50 points in a matchup yet. Their first win was 68-0 against Fort Lupton. Then they won 58-0 against Montezuma Cortez, and then 67-0 versus Mountain View. So let's see if they can keep up that dominance tonight.
Absolutely. So here goes Wellington here, their first play of the game. It's gone to the running back, and he's been swallowed up in the backfield. And he has gone backwards to the 18-yard line. That's a 2-yard loss there on that run. This will be 2nd and 12 now on the 18-yard line. Was on the 20.
Hopefully we can see Wellington get something going here.
Yeah, absolutely. Here goes Wellington back out of their huddle again. Pretty tight formation. Should expect another run. Oh, a lot of movement. And let's see what we do here. Even more movement. And it is going to be a pitch to the running back in the backfield. And he's keep going forward. And they're going to call that the 23-yard line.
That should get some momentum going for Wellington here. We saw last game, it took both teams all the way until the second half to get some momentum going. They went in 7-7, and in the third quarter, Collins scored 3 touchdowns, and Fossil needed to score 3 touchdowns to come back. In the last 4 minutes, like we said earlier, they managed to score 2. So we'll see if we can get the momentum earlier here for either team.
This will be 3rd and 7 now here for the Eagles. Now on the 23. This drive not very successful so far. And that's gone back to running back again around the outside. And they're going to call that the 28-yard line. That is short of a first down. We'll see what Wellington decides to do here. It's 4th and 2. And it looks like the kicking team is coming out here to have our first punt of the evening.
It's not a great start for Wellington, but remember, their defense has not let a point up so far this season. So,
yeah, it should be fun to watch the Wellington defense here tonight. And here goes the punt snap, and there is a flag on the play. Let's see what that flag was. That was a false start on the offense. That'll push Wellington back. Looks like 5 yards. So this will be 4th and 7 here for Wellington now on the 23-yard line. Let's see how this punt goes this time. And here we go, ball's been snapped again. Oh, he's overshot the punter, and it's gone out the back of the end zone. And that is a safety.
I don't believe we've seen a safety yet this season. That's certainly new.
That was very interesting. Overshot the snap there, and the ball went out the back of the end zone.
Just couldn't get back to it in time. That's going to be an interesting start to tonight's game.
Absolutely. That's mistakes you can't be making right there. You cannot be making those mistakes. That's how you're going to lose games.
Especially in a matchup like this.
Absolutely. That's going to be a pretty costly mistake there, because now they're going to have to punt the ball to Timnath, even though they just gave points to Timnath. So it's now 2-0 Cubs. Very interesting score to start this game. Not your everyday score. Just have a start with 2-0.
Certainly unique.
Absolutely. I did not expect to see that happen.
Me neither, Cole.
I thought they were going to be far enough forward to where that wouldn't happen. But all right.
Just couldn't get back to it in time.
So they'll kick this off from the 20-yard line. Give it to the Cubs for their first possession of the game. And our kicker here is number 17, Seth Long. About to punt this here for Wellington. And here we go. The ball has been kicked. That is a big kick. That's caught at the 15. And the Timnath returner's going good. He's got a great return going. He's still going. He broke the tackle. And oh, there's a fumble. Fumble recovered by Wellington. Wow. That's a fumble recovery by Wellington. There is a flag on the play. There was a lot that just happened on that play.
If Wellington keeps the ball here, that is certainly a way to come back from that little mess up there. Give themselves an opportunity to get back into it early.
Let's see what's happened here. There was a personal foul on Wellington, but Wellington will have the ball. So Wellington has a fumble recovery. So Wellington will start with the ball. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, so that's going to put them on the 43-yard line, the Timnath 43. That's a great place to start a drive.
It's a great way for them to bounce back from that safety earlier.
Yeah, after the rough start, this will be a great way to try and come back. They'll get a second chance already with only 3 minutes into the game. The Timnath will have to wait for their first possession. We'll see how Wellington can do in their second possession. And let's see, that's going to be a quarterback run. Oh, he's broken a tackle, and he's fallen down at the 40.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards there. It should be 2nd and 7.
Those are a lot of broken tackles right there and a lot of heavy rushing. He was good to even get 3 yards out of that.
There's definitely some impressive running from our quarterback.
Absolutely. So this will be 2nd and 7 here on the 40 now. We're already getting close to field goal range here for Wellington. This would be great for Wellington. And this is going to be our first pass of the night. And there's some pressure going towards the Wellington quarterback, and he is sacked. And he has been sacked on the 44-yard line, so they'll lose 4 yards on that play. This will put them at 3rd and 11 now.
Timnath's defense has been shutting them down, which we've not seen from Wellington so far this season. They've been very dominant in 2A.
Yeah, absolutely. Both defenses very strong here tonight. We haven't seen the Wellington defense yet, but we'll have to wait for that, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, now 3rd and 11. More motion. It's going to be another run up the inside.
The quarterback.
That didn't really go anywhere. That's gone to the... That did not go anywhere. They're calling it the 43.
We're going to go back to punting here for Wellington. Hopefully they do not.
So we'll try this punt again. Hopefully no safeties here for Wellington this time. That was an interesting start.
It'd certainly be something to get a safety from the 40.
If we get a safety from right here, I think they need to work on their snapping game.
It'd be too powerful of a snap.
Absolutely. So punter's probably going to line up a little bit farther back. And this snap's gone great. That's a very high and low punt, high and short distance. That's landed at the 26 and gone out at the 23. So that's going out of bounds at 23. So Wellington, for Timnath, will get their first offensive drive of the game. We'll see how this goes here for Timnath. Wellington, not a great start to their game so far. 2 punts already. We're not even 5 minutes into the game, including a given safety. Not a strong start for Wellington. We'll see what Timnath can do here.
See if they can get some momentum here with the strong defense we've been looking at.
This will be a great opportunity here for Timnath to get a touchdown, make it a 2-score game, and there's a penalty flag on that. That'll surely be a false start. That is a false start on Timnath. So that'll push him back 5 yards. So now they're on the 18-yard line.
Still have not gotten to see this Wellington defense, but this should be the play we get to see him in action.
Yeah, so 1st and 15 now here for the Cubs. Start their first drive of the game. And that has gone to the running back immediately, and he's fallen over. Running back has fallen over down in the back at the 17-yard line, so he actually lost a yard. That'll put him at 2nd and 16 now after the penalty on 1st down. So, the Cubs will try this again. We'll see what they can do this time. And the ball's been snapped. It has gone to the running back immediately. Oh no, the quarterback's kept it. And he's slid at, they're going to down him at the 22. That was a good fake there by Timnath.
We're going to keep moving up the field here, but it is still 3rd and 11.
They still have a long way to go. Yes, 3rd and 11. Now on the 22-yard line. Still quite a distance.
If they can pull off a 1st down here and keep moving down the field to make it a 2-score game, that would be ideal. But with this Wellington defense, I don't know if we're going to be seeing that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on this next one. And here we go. Ball's been snapped back to Drew Raymond again, and it's going to be a deep pass, and the wide receiver has been taken down. There's the penalty flag. That'll surely be pass interference. The wide receiver was tackled mid-run before the ball was even close to him. And there's a lot of chanting from the Timnath crowd. There's multiple penalty flags on the play. Could see some multiple penalties. Let's see what our head referee has to say. That'll be pass interference on Wellington on that last play. That'll push Timnath up 15 yards and a 1st down.
It's not ideal for Wellington. They don't want Timnath moving down the field here.
Absolutely not. That's great for Timnath.
Especially because they're already down 2-0. Making this a 2-score game before the end of the 1st quarter would be very good for Timnath and very bad for Wellington.
So 1st and 10 out here on the 37-yard line after pass interference. And it's going to be a very quick handoff to Mitchell DeAngelis. And they're going to call that down at the 40. So he's gotten 3 yards out of that run.
Kept breaking through tackles there. There were a lot of defenders on him, and he just kept moving.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 now on the 40. Neither team been able to do much on offense tonight so far. It's been a very defensive game so far. Let's see what happens on this next play. Motion to backfield. It's gone to that wide receiver in the back. And oh, he's fumbled it. That's recovered by Wellington. Wellington has got that at the 28-yard line.
It's going to be Wellington's 2nd recovered fumble of the night.
And it's only the 1st quarter.
We're going to be seeing more of that.
I think Timnath, so far, what we've seen, they need to work on ball security. Not going great on the fumble team here tonight. 2 given fumbles already, and they've lost both. Not a pretty bad start for both teams so far.
It's not been a great start so far. The only score has been a safety, and we've seen 2 fumbles. But like we said, it took the teams a little bit of time to get momentum rolling last game, so we'll see if it's the same story tonight.
Yeah. Oh, here goes running back. It's quick out to running back. That's probably the best play of the game. They're going to call that the 19-yard line. And he will be there was a penalty on that last play on Wellington. So that's going to put the ball now at the 34-yard line. So it'll still be 1st down. So it's now going to be 1st and 15 now here for Wellington. Now on the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. We'll see if Wellington can put us in the field goal range and take the lead back in this game. Maybe it's a short field goal, or hopefully get a touchdown for their sake. And it's going to be another handout to the running back. And he's been tackled. Looks like they're going to call that the 29. So that's still 2nd and 11. Still quite a distance to go.
Neither team has been able to get their offense moving thus far, but seeing dominance for Wellington so far this season. So we'll see if they can get that rolling.
Wellington has taken their first time out of the game. And we'll have a graphic come up here in a second. And our graphic tonight will be about Timnath wide receiver Carter Gaines. Has 541 total yards, which averages a 28.5 per game. Has 7 touchdowns. And pretty good stats so far by Carter Gaines. He's been a favorite target by quarterback Drew Raymond. And he is tied for most total touchdowns on the team with Mitchell DeAngelis, the running back, which is a pretty good stat there for Carter Gaines, the senior wide receiver there for Timnath. We haven't seen any action from him tonight, but hopefully we'll see more from him as this game progresses. So back to 2nd and 10 now, because Wellington took their first time out of the game. And that ball's been snapped. That's going to be another run up the inside by Kyle Kisner.
That stopped right away from Timnath.
Yes, they're going to mark that down. Looks like the 20. That is the 27-yard line where they're going to put that ball. So 3rd and 8 still. Still quite a distance to go.
Looks like Wellington might want to get their passing game going. Timnath's been shutting down that run game pretty well.
Been a lot of running here by Wellington. It is going to be a pass. It's going to be a quick pass, and that is the wrong angle of a throw right there by the quarterback. So that's incomplete. And it looks like we have the field goal team coming out, trying to kick a nice field goal here. And this field goal attempt will be a, let's see, about a 44-yard field goal attempt on the ball on the 27. This will be a 44-yard attempt here by our kicker, Seth Long. And the kick is up, and the kick is no good.
Looked like it had the distance and the height. It was a little off to the side there.
Yeah, that's all right. So not quite start Wellington's wanted. That's their 3rd possession already. Timnath has only had 1 possession. That lap was very short.
See if Wellington can force another fumble here, but for Timnath's sake, hopefully not.
Absolutely, Timnath can't be at 4 anymore. So this ball is going to get placed now on the 20. Timnath will take possession again. We'll see if Timnath can have a better first drive of the game, or better second drive of the game, excuse me. And I'm expecting this to be a run, and it is going to be a run, and he's not gone too far. He's gone about 2 yards. And that was Mitchell DeAngelis on that last one, number 48. One of our players to watch tonight, and in the past, we only had our first game of the season. He's been on a roll tonight.
He did great in their first game against Pooter and led them to a victory 24-17.
Here we go, 2nd 8 now here on the 22. This should be a pass. No, it's going to be a run by Mitchell DeAngelis again. He's still going. And they're going to down that at the 28-yard line. So he's still short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Much better run there for Mitchell DeAngelis. See if they can get these final 2 yards and get some momentum up the field here.
Going to need a little bit more here for Timnath. 3rd and 2. It's their best first down opportunity yet. They absolutely need it.
Definitely cannot fumble again here.
Absolutely not. That'd be really bad. And here we go. It's gone back to running back, and he has been shoved down. He has gone nowhere. So this will be 4th and 2 now. And it looks like we got the kicking team coming out. And our kicker tonight is number 11, Ben Halloran, and our punter. So we'll see Timnath do their first punt of the night.
About a minute and a half left in the first quarter here.
And that's a low snap, unlike Wellington. And that ball has been received at the 29. Oh, he's broken a tackle. He's still going, and they have thrown him out of bounds. They're at the 40-yard line. Pretty good return there by Wellington.
It's a great dodge tackle right at the start there.
Yeah, that was some good stuff we saw by the Wellington punt returner. So Wellington will get their, I believe, their 4th possession of the game now. It's still only the first quarter.
That was number 2, Braden Meglin, who just returned that.
We've had a lot of very short drives tonight, a lot of 4th and outs.
We've seen strong defensive game tonight.
Absolutely.
Which is what we were expecting coming in.
So here goes Wellington now lining up. Let's see what Wellington does this time. And that's gone to the running back immediately. Oh, he's broken tackles. Oh, he's tripped. And they've got him at the 47-yard line.
Almost stayed up there. If he stayed up, that would have been a long run. It was an open field.
It maybe seems like the grass is slippery a little bit. We've seen a lot of players falling over tonight. It did just rain for a little bit a couple minutes ago, so that could have a factor. We're playing on a turf field here tonight. That absolutely could do it. Here we go now. 2nd and 3 now. Let's see if Wellington can improve a little bit. Motion to backfield, and that play has been stopped immediately with the penalty flag. And that is a false start on Wellington. We'll try this again.
We don't have number 15 on our roster, but number 15 just committed that false start.
So we'll have 2nd and 8 now on the 42-yard line. See if we can see some improvement this time around.
About 30 seconds left in the first quarter for them to make something happen.
And let's see. Yep, ball's been snapped. It's going to be a pass. And that pass is, they have called that incomplete. That would have been an incredible catch.
A bit of a bobble there. He's out of bounds. That's why it didn't count. He did get the ball.
Let's look at this replay here. He bobbled it, but then caught it out of bounds. What a catch that would have been. So now 3rd and 8, now on the 42-yard line. Let's see if Wellington can make up from their mistakes so far in this game. Pretty even teams we have here tonight. Probably won't see much scoring tonight with all these defenses. And here goes Wellington now on 3rd and 8. And it's going to be another pass. It's going to be a pretty deep pass, and he has overshot that wide receiver.
Just a tiny bit over number 14, Tanner McLean there.
So here comes the punt unit out again for like the 3rd time in this game already. Still only first quarter.
Strong defense from both teams. They just forced another 4th down.
We've had a lot of 4th and outs in this game.
Already had 6 full possessions from total.
Yeah, that's only first quarter.
See a lot of back and forth possessions here.
So this could be a slow-paced game tonight. Oh, they've overshot the punter again. Messed up. And the punter's going to run it. The punter's running. Oh, he's getting tracked. Holy cow. He's broken.
He's going down the field.
A penalty flag's out. That punter's still going. And they finally tackled him there at the 50-yard line.
All the way up to the 50. That would have been a first down,
wow,
I think.
that would be very close to a first down.
If that counts, that'll be a first down.
Many penalties on that play, so we'll see what just happened.
There was a flag on the field there, but if that does count, that might be a first down.
A lot of booing going on. Let's see what the ref has to say. They're still deciding down there. We're not quite sure.
There's definitely a lot going on in that play.
Yeah, we'll see what's just happened on that. That was a very controversial play. What a recovery there by the punter, though.
That was very impressive. I believe he was all the way back at, like,
He was back to the,
4 or 5
line.
yard
Yeah,
line,
he
I
got
believe.
way back there and made it all the way back to the 50.
Almost another safety there.
He almost got it back for a touchdown. Here we go. What's our ref have to say here tonight? He's not. Looks like they're going to go talk with the teams. I'm not really sure what they're talking. They might not know what's going on.
It's definitely
We're not.
confusing play to follow.
We're not sure what's going on. That was a pretty chaotic play.
Clock. Time is expired on the clock.
First, let's see what we have. Is he going to talk this time? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Nope, he is still walking. Oh, here we go. Illegal blindside block. That's been declined. And the receiving team will have the ball. So Timnath will have the ball. And they're going to place that. It should. So it'll be first down Timnath. And they're going to spot that ball at the 49-yard line.
It's going to be end of the first quarter. Our middle and elementary schools are coming back out.
Yeah, please direct your attention to the fields. We recognize each of the Poudre School District's 10 middle school football teams. These programs are instrumental in the development of football skills and may lay the foundation for success in high school and beyond. Please welcome your middle school football teams, starting with, we already saw the Blevins Bruins. Those are the Bolts Phoenix you see down there at the bottom of your screen. And you can also see the Kennard Mustangs out there. Yes, here comes your Bolts Phoenix and your Blevins Bruins. And Bolts Phoenix are up right now. Next up, we're going to have the Kennard Mustangs coming out right now. That's where I personally went to middle school. Always nice to see your old school on here. Next up, we're going to have the Lesher Vikings coming out. Here they come. Working on it. Here comes Lesher. There's our Lesher Vikings right here. And next up, we're going to have this will be the Lincoln Lancers coming out now. There's your Lincoln Lancers middle school football team. And next up, and here come the Preston Pumas next. That's a very excited football team.
We have a beach ball out there.
Oh yeah, having a party out there. Next, we got the Timnath Cubs. They're a middle and high school, so they have some representation of their middle school team here. High school team, of course, playing in this game right now. There's their future players right there for the Timnath Cubs. Be exciting to see them out here. Here goes the Weber Panthers. That's also a pretty excited team down there. And finally, we have the Wellington Eagles, also a middle high school, that has a team playing here tonight. Because we got Wellington and Timnath tonight. There's our middle school teams here. And that's the most cheers we've gotten out of one tonight. And let's take one more huge round of applause for our PSD middle school teams. Good luck the remainder of the season, and we hope to see you all representing your high school teams right here at Canvas Stadium someday.
Going into the second quarter here, there was certainly a very, very, very unorthodox first quarter that we just saw with 2 fumbles, a safety, kick return, almost all the way back for a first down from the punter who was overshot by the snap.
Absolutely. We've seen some interesting stuff here tonight by both teams. Score is 2-0 still.
We'll see if that continues here in the second quarter, if we can get it a little more under control.
I think both teams have flaws tonight, and both teams have stuff to figure out. So we'll see what all happens out of that. Going back to the game now, we'll start our second quarter here at Camden Stadium. And the fans are pretty loud right now. And we're starting on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Timnath. And that has gone to Mitchell DeAngelis immediately. He's gotten a pretty big hole. And he's gotten up to the 44-yard line. So that's a 5-yard gain there by Mitchell DeAngelis. We talked about him a little bit earlier. So this will be 2nd and 5 here on the next play. See if maybe Timnath can get something together here. Or at least somebody.
It's a good first down for Timnath there. See if they can keep it moving.
Yeah, that's going to be a pass here by Timnath.
That's
going to be a pretty big pass. Oh. And there is no flag on that.
Flag
and there goes the flag. That should be pass interference.
Definitely what it looked like. It looked like he grabbed him as he was jumping up and he couldn't get up to the ball.
Absolutely. We'll see what the refs will call here. That should be pass interference. That sure looked like it. In all these rivalry games, you expect to see a little more flags than normal. Because the teams are a little more ruthless with each other.
Heated matchups.
And that is pass interference on Wellington. And that'll be 1st down Timnath. We'll see what that pushes them to. That'll be a very big gain there for Timnath. That's going to put them on the 29-yard line. That's put them in field goal range for Timnath, which is what they needed.
Field will take the lead here. They'd be winning 3-2 if they can score a field goal.
Let's see what the Cubs can do here now. Already leading by 2. That's going to be another deep pass. Oh, that receiver's tripped.
Might be.
That was Carter Gaines, I believe, on that one.
No flag on that play.
I think the receiver I think Carter Gaines there just tripped a little bit on the defender. Let's look at this replay. Yeah, he's just tripped. That'll happen.
It'd be ideal for Timnath to get a field goal here and go up 5-0, but a touchdown would make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd love to get a touchdown right now, get a secure lead. So here we go, 2nd and 10 now on the 29. We'll see what happens this time. It's gone to Drew Raymond. This could be another pass. That's gone to the running back, and he's gone down at the 20. Pretty strong play there by Timnath. Let's put him at 3rd and 6.
Wellington seems to have figured him out a bit, and they're starting to shut him down. So hopefully they can get a 1st down here and keep moving towards that end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what happens next. So this will be 3rd and 6 on the 25. 1st down. Timnath needs a 1st down here. Let's see if they can get it. And ball's been snapped. It's going to Drew Raymond again. Very similar play, and that's been deflected.
It's tapped by, looked like 2 or 3 defenders there.
Absolutely. And it looks like we might have the kicking team coming out. Surely they'll go for the field goal here.
Looks like they are going to go for the field goal.
And yes, it looks like they are. There's a lot of discussion going on. Looks like there's some confusion.
Lining up along the left hash. They will be going for the field goal.
So this will be a 42-yard field goal attempt here by Timnath. Another decent length field goal here. Wellington kicked a longer field goal earlier, and they missed it. We'll see if Timnath can show them how it's done this time. Here from the left hash. See what our kicker has here tonight. And that kick is up. And that kick is good. So that'll put the Timnath Cubs up 5-0 over Wellington. Still a very interesting score. You don't see 5-0 every day.
Definitely do not see 5 points in a football game very often.
Absolutely not.
It's going to be the first points the Wellington defense has let up all season.
Really?
Yeah.
They got shutouts in all their games.
They've had 3 shutouts.
Wow.
68-0, 57-0, and 67-0.
That streak's finally come to an end here tonight. The more challenging game. They've probably had a fairly easy schedule so far for Wellington. Timnath not so much.
They have been playing 2A teams up till now, and Timnath, I believe, is 3A.
Timnath is a 3A. It's 2A versus 3A. The 3A, the higher A, is generally more powerful.
Timnath is in a tougher division.
Absolutely.
And they're coming into this game 3-1. Last week they won 77-0 against Tinkley, so they're coming in with some momentum tonight.
Absolutely, on a 2-game win streak here for Timnath. So we'll see what they can get going tonight. So far, it's going to be 3 at the rate this game's going. So here goes a kick now. Oh, that is a boomer of a kick, and that's going to be a touchback. Let's see if Wellington can put a point or two on the board after a pretty rough first quarter by Wellington. Just about had 2 safeties in the first quarter. We'll see what happens next here. So Wellington will get that ball on their own 20, so 80 yards to go. Be 1st and 10. Got 10:19 left before halftime, so plenty of time.
Be nice for Wellington to score here before halftime, but
absolutely, they need to take their time here.
They're getting shut down so far.
And that's going to be a pitch to the running back immediately. Oh, he's breaking free, and he's been tackled down at the 33-yard line. So that'll be a 1st down for Wellington.
That was number 2, Brayton Meglin. We saw him with a pretty long kick return earlier.
We haven't seen many 1st downs here tonight, so it's good to see somebody can get something done, for sure. So yeah, now 1st and 10 again. Now, except this time we're on the 33-yard line. So forward progress by the Eagles. And that's gone to running back immediately up the inside. He's gotten a couple yards out of that. They'll call him down at the 39.
Number 12, Trey Trujillo.
So he's gotten
switching up their running back a lot. Wellington has tonight.
He's gotten 6 yards out of that. That's pretty good. So 2nd and 4 now on the 39. That's forward progress for sure. Maybe they found something going. They get him down the field at least at a slow pace. That's better than not going down the field at all. Definitely. And that ball's been snapped again. It's going to be another run. Oh, what a juke.
Spin move.
He's breaking a ton of tackles, and he's finally been clobbered up at the 49-yard line. So that'll be another Wellington Eagles 1st down.
That's number 3, Kyle Keisner, who we talked about before the game.
Wellington, this is the strongest drive of the game so far by far. I don't think either team's even gotten 2 1st downs this whole game. So
don't think so. I didn't know if even Wellington had gotten 1 1st down so far.
Yeah, so very good 2nd quarter so far for Wellington. Definitely progress. And that's going to be another run. Pitch back, and he has gone nowhere. He's gone about 2 yards. He was lucky to get 2 yards out of that one.
Wellington's been relying on their run game tonight. We've seen him try a few passes, and they just haven't quite worked out.
So that's put Wellington on the other side of the field now on the Timnath side of the field. That's going to be nice for Wellington, but big morale boost probably. It's only 49 yards to go. It was 80, so they're almost halfway there to the end zone. This is a promising drive here for Wellington. Been a lot of, I believe it's only been runs so far on this drive. It looks like we're going to probably see it again. Oh, that ball's been fumbled. It's been recovered by Wellington, but he has been swallowed up in the back. And Wellington kept that ball on that fumble. And that's gone back to the other side of the field, back to the 47. So they've lost 4 from that last play. So they were on the other 49. They went back to the other 47. So that's put them back about 4 yards. So there goes 3rd and 12 now here for Wellington. See if we can get something better going. And here we go. It's going to be a pass this time. That pass is complete to number 12. He's broken a tackle. He's still going. And they've got him down at the 45. Not quite a 1st down.
That was Trey Trujillo for Wellington.
He has not quite got the 1st down. Now it's going to be 4th and 4. They're on the Timnath 45.
Are they going for it?
I think you ought to go for it here. This is your best drive yet. You should try and keep it going.
their momentum they've been showing in this drive, I would not be surprised if they do go for it.
I'd go all for it right here. And looks like they are going to go for it. I think they should. This is probably going to be a run looking at the formation. Very common formation. Oh, there was a false start there by Timnath. Looks like that'll actually be on looks like a timeout has been called by Wellington. That's their second timeout of the half. So Wellington only has one timeout remaining in the half. Timnath still has all three. Very interesting to see them already call another timeout.
Special thank you to the art students and theater community and art teacher Kirsten Evans for offering free face paint.
And looking at Timnath, while we're looking at them, they're 3-1 so far. They won 24-7 versus Pooter. We broadcasted that game. That was the first game of the season we broadcasted back at PSD Stadium. Then that next week they went on to lose at Severance 12-7. And then they went to Thompson Valley and won 24-0. And then last week they won 77-0 over Hinckley at Hinckley. So last two games have been shutouts for Timnath. As of right now, it's on track to happen again. So here we go now. Wellington's now got 4th and 4. And that ball's been snapped. It's going to be a run by the quarterback. And he has not made the first down. He is short. He was about 3 yards short. He only went up about a yard. So that'll be turnover on downs. So Timnath will get the ball again. On they're going to place that on, let's see. They're going to place that on the 48-yard line. So Timnath be on their own 48. That's still not too bad. Let's see what happens this time. And it's gone to the running back. And he hasn't really gone. He's gone backwards about half a yard. Not a great start for Timnath. If Timnath can get a touchdown on this drive, that'd make it a 2-score game. Field goal would still leave it at a 1-score game as it's 5-0. 8-0 would still be a 1-score game. Here we go. 2nd and 10 now here for Timnath. It's about 10 and a half. And let's see what happens on this next play. And that's gone to Drew Raymond immediately. It's going to be a pass. That's been completed, but that hasn't really gone anywhere either. That's gone forward about a yard. So not that much better there by Timnath. We'll see if they can. Pretty slow drive here for Timnath. Only gone forward 1 yard so far. So not great. So we'll see what happens on this 3rd and 9 attempt here for Timnath. Not a strong drive. Pretty, as we said, only 1 yard out of this drive so far. This is a drive you need to take advantage of. It's going to Drew Raymond immediately. And, oh, there we go. And he's going upfield. There's a flag. And they're going to get him down at the 48-yard line. Absolutely. Let's see what we have here from our head ref. And it's holding on Timnath. And this will be 4th down Timnath as that penalty has been declined. And here comes the punting unit coming out. Yeah, we'll see if, yeah, we still got 5:20 running. So we're a little over halfway through the 2nd quarter. Still 5-0. Very interesting score still. So here comes the punt here by Timnath. And that's a pretty good snap. That's a pretty good punt too. And they're going to catch that at the 11-yard line. There goes Wellington. Oh, he's going through. He's still going. He's still going. And the kicker's not getting him. That's going to be a punt return touchdown. And that is going to be a Wellington touchdown. Punt return touchdown right there. Absolutely, that was a very needed touchdown there by Wellington. That Wellington is now in the lead of this game, 6-5. Yeah, be a little bit more normal of a score. Absolutely, you do not see that every day. So here comes the extra point attempt here by Wellington. We're still waiting on the football. Here comes the football. Football took a couple minutes to get. So here comes the extra point attempt. And that has been snapped and the kick. That looked like it was good to me, and it sure was. So I'll put them 7-5. Wellington leads this game with 4:45 remaining until halftime and here in the second quarter. So now 7-0 Wellington. We'll see if Timnath can make a recovery from that. That wasn't so great for Timnath for allowing that. That was a 89-yard punt return touchdown. And that was a very low kick. And that has been recovered at 6. Timnath is going to return that. Yeah, he's still going. He's still going. He's still going. And they're going to get him at the... There is a flag, multiple flags it looks like. They're going to down that at the 27. So that was a 21-yard return. But there is a flag, so we'll see what that flag is. Did not see what the flag was. See what our ref has to say.
I think there were a lot of flags on that play.
There was at least 2 on the ground. So we'll see if they're the same thing, if it's multiple penalties.
Still discussing play call on the field here.
Still going. And here he comes. A legal block in the back on the receiving team. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team. So it'll be a Timnath first down. Well, that's going to put him at the 6-yard line. After 2 penalties on Timnath, unsportsmanlike
You might
conduct.
see another safety here just this time for Wellington.
And an illegal block in the back. That's not very good for Timnath. On the 6, on their own 6, expect to see a blitz going.
It's a good return up until the penalty. I thought we were going to see another touchdown.
Absolutely. Let's see what we have here. And that's going to be a run for DeAngelis, it looks like. And he's still going.
Up.
They've got him at the 9. So that's going to be a 3-yard run.
He was still moving through defenders there.
Absolutely. So this will be 2nd and 7 here for the Cubs on their own 9. This would be a great opportunity for Wellington. So here we go now on 2nd and 7. It's a motion to back. It's gone to the running back again. And he hasn't really gone that far. About 2.5 yards.
Timnath needs to get something going before the end of the half here if they want to go into halftime leading.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially after letting up that kick return touchdown. It would
3rd and 4 now on the 12-yard line.
be good to at least get some momentum going on offense here, even if they don't score.
Yeah, absolutely. So still a long way to go, but very crucial to get a first down here for Timnath. They want to try and take back the lead of this game. And it's going to be a pass, and that has been completed. And he's got the first down, and that was down at the 21.
It's going to be a first down there for Timnath. They have about 3 minutes here, just enough time to get all the way down the field.
Yeah, right at 3 minutes. So 1st and 10 now on the 21-yard line. Still quite a distance to go, but that is forward progress from where we were.
It's definitely Timnath's best possession so far.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens on this next one. And here we go now. 1st and 10 on 21. Here goes Timnath again. This looks like it could be a run. It is going to be a run. It's going to be a run by the quarterback. He's still going. And that was not by the quarterback. That was a pretty good fake on that one.
Tricked me too. I was watching quarterback as well. That's going to be another first down there for Timnath. They're still moving down the field here. This is a good drive for them. It's
going to put them at the 38-yard line.
Clock is still running, though. They do only have 2 minutes.
They need to start to be more efficient with their time, because we only have 2 minutes until halftime.
They do have all 3 timeouts, which is good for them.
Absolutely. And they're going to wait a little bit.
Wellington only has 1 timeout, so if they get the ball back, it's unlikely they make their way down the field.
Yeah, I bet Timnath will try and run this clock down, which would be smart. And here we go for Timnath. It's going to be another pass. It's going to be a pretty deep pass, and that has been incomplete.
Almost intercepted by number 5 for Wellington.
So here we go for 2nd and 10 now here on the 38. Let's see what happens this time.
Timnath had an incomplete pass there on first down. Let's see if they can keep this drive moving down the field.
So we've got 3 downs to go. I'd still be pretty confident on this next one. So 1:43 left. It's going to be a run, but he ain't going anywhere.
He was trying to find a way through that D-line there, but there was just not an opening.
They're going to give him a yard out of that. Did not look like he got a yard. They'll give it to him. So 3rd and 9 here for Timnath. Now their own 39. They're probably going to run the clock down.
They're down to 1:15 now. Keep in mind they do have all 3 timeouts, so they have time.
It'd be interesting to see what they do here. They try and run the clock down or go for a deep pass again.
Already on 33 yards on this drive. They started on their own 6. Now they're on their own 39.
Looks like it is going to be a pass.
Big pass.
Yeah, that's a pretty big pass. And that is caught. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, ref says incomplete. No, they're going to down that the 23-yard line.
That was number 82, Ryan Waymeyer, getting that big reception there for Wellington. They're going to take a timeout here.
Timnath takes their first timeout of the half. So Timnath has 2 timeouts remaining. Wellington only 1.
Timnath's student section's getting loud here.
Oh, absolutely.
They know they got a chance to score before the half.
Yeah, we'll see what keeps going now, but this is a great opportunity for Timnath to take this lead back. See if Timnath can make their score a little bit more ordinary.
Now, our first game, we saw a strong student section from Timnath. We're seeing that again here tonight. They've nearly filled up an entire section.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty impressive here for a college football stadium. And we have Alexander Wood on the defensive line, 29 solo tackles, 28 total tackles, averages 2.9 per game, and has about 4.5 sacks, or 4 sacks. So pretty strong there on the defensive line for number 72, Alexander Wood. Be exciting to see a little bit of him here when he goes back on the field here shortly. Going back to our game now. And here we go now. This will be 53 seconds left. Timnath now on the Eagles 23. And, oh, wow, what a fake there by Timnath. But that's not really gone. That was pretty cool. But that's only gone about a yard, unfortunately.
Maybe 2. They call it at a yard. It's
They're
going to be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 on 22. Clock still going. 36-35.
Timnath does still have 2 timeouts left here, but they're running low on time.
Not using their timeouts right now. 28 seconds and going. And here we go. It's going to be a pass. And that's a big pass for the end zone. And, oh, just about intercepted there by Wellington.
That was
very close call.
I believe that was number 2, Brayton Meglin, playing defense. We just saw him return a kick for a touchdown. He is playing defense right now, almost with an interception there.
He's playing cornerback tonight as well. See a lot of two-sided players. So this will be 20 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 9 is not running due to the incomplete pass. So we'll see what Timnath does this time. This would be a great opportunity to get a touchdown. And here we go. It's going to be a pass. That's completed. And they've got him. He's gone up about 2 yards.
Better call a timeout here. Clock is still ticking. They got 9, 8, 7.
They're gonna call a timeout with 2 seconds left. So they're gonna try a field goal attempt, it seems like.
That's what it looks like.
Yep, here comes the field goal team. So to take us to halftime, they're going to go for the field goal. And we'll see how successful this goes.
If Timnath can score a field goal here, that would make it 8-7 going into halftime. It's a little more normal of a football score rather than 7-5.
So here comes the kicking team. 4th and 8, 2 seconds on the clock. And this will be looks like this will be a 38-yard field goal attempt here for Timnath. This will be, I believe, shorter than their first attempt. Kicker, he is 1 for 1 tonight. Let's see if he makes it 2 for 2.
Wellington entire section is allowed, students and parents. Gonna stop play here.
And Wellington has called their last time out of the game. They're gonna ice the kicker, try and put the pressure in his head. So that was Wellington's last time out of the half. Smart move there to ice the kicker. It works. It tends to work sometimes. Might as well use it. Tomorrow night, we'll see Colorado State playing on this field against Washington State, future Pac-12 foe. That'll be an exciting game to see on this field.
That'll definitely be a fun game tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I'll be watching that. We're going back to our game here between Timnath and Wellington, back to high school football. This will be, yes, a 38-yard field goal attempt here for Timnath. He's made his first field goal tonight.
Gonna move over a little bit to the right, it looks like here. We're on the left hash now. They're towards the right hash.
And here we go. The crowd is very loud right now. And let's see. That kick is, that kick is no good. That kick is short, and that'll take us to halftime.
Cannon goes off there at the end of the half.
Yeah, absolutely. So at halftime, the score is the Timnath Cubs 5 and the Wellington Eagles 7. Wellington leads in the halftime. So that was a pretty interesting first half we had right there.
Definitely an interesting first half. We'll see if it keeps going after halftime. We'll see you soon.
Hey, Mr. Gear. Do you want me only to say stuff like actually highlighted in yellow and this part just from like summarize or what?
Yeah, well, you can summarize it. You can read it if you don't want to think.
Okay.
Or you can just you can catch your you don't need, we're not going to read all that.
I don't need to read any of this. So.
You can talk about what you're talking about. But the guy on the announcement should be saying this.
And this part I'll just watch, I guess. And then don't worry about that.
You can talk about what's going on. Look at those wonderful guys.
Okay, I'll talk about what's going on. Good. About every time,
How you feeling?
pretty good.
Sounded good. You and Ian are starting to have a little bit of like rapport, like back and forth. You guys get used to each other's announcement, which is awesome.
Absolutely. It'd be fun to watch unified football though.
Yeah.
Colin or second game. I think Colin. Is there one in the first game?
Yeah, then it was Fossil College.
Who won that one?
I don't know who won.
Oh.
Lucas, who won the unified and Fossil game? Remember this, Marcus? Trent was late. Like the photographer who went to play. I was so busy running around. We had a bunch of stuff going on, so I didn't get to watch it.
It's pretty cool to get broadcast here.
We should have edited a highlight package to play.
I know, right?
This game. Next year we'll be on top of it.
Oh yeah, because next year there'll be more games here.
It'll be 3 games.
Yeah, there'll be Loveland teams here.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the cheer and dance performer.
flag football teams right now. Timnath just played their first part of this game, a little flag football contest for unified football. Timnath had a pretty strong possession with their 4 plays. Each team is getting 4 plays on offense and defense. And this is Timnath and Wellington playing this unified game. Timnath was pretty strong on offense.
Ryan lining up along the right hash here.
And
Ball
here we
is
go.
snapped.
Ball has been snapped. And that's
thrown.
kind of number
Little
23.
pitch
He's going the wrong way. Oh, there we go. And this flag's been pulled. He's going to be down.
Almost broke that tackle there. I thought he was going downfield for the touchdown.
Absolutely. And so he'll go backwards on that play. Still 3 more plays to go here. I see some potential in this team.
I've been seeing some strong passing out of
There's
them.
some strong players on this team.
Snapped.
Oh, here we go. It's been snapped.
He has the
There's
ball.
some blocking going.
He's going.
There we go. There we go. And that flag's been pulled again.
Didn't quite get around the defense there, but that was certainly close.
Yeah, absolutely. See what happens here. This will be 3rd down here for Wellington. See if they can get a little bit of a recovery going. It'd be exciting to see them get a touchdown. So here we go. 3rd down Wellington on their unified team. Let's see what happens here. And here goes the center. Oh.
False start on the offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
No flag on the
And
play.
Oh, it's been
Interception.
intercepted by Timnath. He's going. He's still going. He's still going. Man, this man's been on a roll tonight. He's already gotten 1 touchdown. He's going to get his 2nd touchdown tonight. That's going to be a pick 6 by Timnath.
Great return there from number 7.
Absolutely. That was about an 80-yard pick 6 right there. What a play that was. Man, you saw a little bit of taunting from my man right there.
That might be a flag.
I know, right?
If I was the ref, I would have thrown that.
And that is going to be the end of our unified flag football matchup between Timnath and Wellington.
Close matchup there. Final score is 12-0.
That was a pretty good game right there, yes.
Didn't quite get an extra point in, but
that's all right. That was a pretty exciting game to watch. I might have been better than the game we've been watching the whole time so far. And we'll be back with you in a couple minutes.
Perry continued farming and finished his career working for Colorado State University. Perry was married to Arlene, Briggs Aldrin, and had 3 children, Jerry, Jim, and Joe. Perry's life story is a powerful reminder that greatness doesn't always come from the spotlight, but from showing up every day, serving others, and living with integrity.
Dear Mr. Wellington, dear old Wellington, here at the school, we love the best. With your colors gaily flying, you have always met the test. When we leave you, we will leave you in official march band.
In case you're curious about what's going on the field right now, we're having a Wellington homecoming celebration right now. I won't really lead you through that. So we're going to talk about some of the veterans on this team tonight here for Timnath. Now, as we said, we talked about Dylan Mock and Carter Gaines already. We also had Mitchell DeAngelis, the senior running back. He's been pretty strong tonight. We've talked about him in the first game that we broadcasted together, and he's been fun to watch. He's had a lot of action. What do you think, Ian?
He's definitely had a great game so far. Timnath has been, on all of their drives, they've been using him to run down the field. So he's definitely been instrumental in their game so far.
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the things to watch tonight is the Timnath special teams unit, because their special team squad got 17 points alone in their last game against Hinckley, including a punt return touchdown. It's been a big factor for Timnath recently, and tonight that has been the same thing as special teams. Is about the only thing that has scored for Timnath tonight. So that is coming into play for sure. Wellington is also we've only had special team scoring tonight because the Wellington fumbled snap that went out the back of the end zone, the punt return touchdown, and then the field goal. It's been all special teams tonight.
It's definitely been a very unorthodox game so far. Hopefully we can see some offensive points instead of just special teams.
Yeah, I
in
know,
the second
right?
half.
There's been a lot of special teams here. Pretty unorthodox, like you said. It's been a pretty unique game for sure. Not your average football game.
Definitely not.
It's been very interesting to watch. There's been a lot of things going on. In case you want to know what's going on in the field right now, they're just talking about homecoming for Wellington, and they're just doing their thing down there. I won't really talk about that much, but you'll see it on our screen as there's nothing else to film at the moment. So we'll look at other stuff here for
Wellington's coming back out there taking the field here, getting ready for the second half.
Yeah, going back to Timnath, they'll start their conference schedules here, or league schedules, I should say, for the rest of the season. This is their last non-conference game of the season here for Timnath. They'll have a bye week next week, and then they'll go on to Meade. Meade is a very strong 3A team. In fact, they went to the 3A championship game last year, but they did lose in the championship game. Meade will be a very tough matchup for Timnath. And then they'll go to Niwot. That should be a fairly easy win, as Niwot went 0-9 last year. Not sure how they're doing this year, but it's probably not a significant improvement. Then on the 24th of October, they'll head to Windsor High School. That'll be a rivalry, as that's a pretty close school to Timnath, both on the I-25 corridor on the east side of I-25. So that'll be a good game. Then on Halloween, we'll be broadcasting that game against Greeley Central. Well, me and Ian will be here for that game back at PSD Stadium. And you'll also have us for their game against Northridge, which will be their last game of the season unless they make playoffs. Me and we'll be here for that too. So pretty interesting schedule coming up for Timnath. So
Well,
we'll see how
that Meade
goes.
matchup may sound intimidating. They're competing well with Wellington at the moment, who made it to the 2A state championship game last year. They did also lose, just like Meade, but if they're able to compete with a state runner-up in 2A, I don't think there's going to be a huge difference between 2A and 3A, but We'll have to wait and find out next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's look at a couple storylines in this game. This could be a tough game for Timnath since Wellington has scored at least 31 points in every game they have played this season. And looking at that scoreboard, I don't think Wellington has scored 31 points. It's only been 7. So that could come to an end tonight. And I don't know about what does Wellington's last couple of games look, Ian?
Wellington is 3-0 this season.
There we go. Who have they played?
They played against Fort Lupton, another 2A team. They won 68-0. They played against Montezuma Cortez, also 2A. They won 58-0 in that matchup. And their most recent matchup against Mountain View, who is also a 3A team, just like Timnath, they won 67-0. So they've had a strong start to the season, but Timnath has been shutting them down well.
Yeah, only shutouts for Wellington. That's not going to happen tonight as Timnath has scored against Wellington.
It's been the only points scored against Wellington thus far this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back to Timnath, they've averaged 50.5 points in the last 2 games. And Wellington has been probably as close to 60 in the last 2 games, seeing those stats. So, I mean, pretty high-scoring teams here. We have not seen that tonight. It's been a very low-scoring matchup tonight.
Definitely. Last week, Timnath won 77-0. So we have 2 teams who scored 60 points last week, being held under 10 going into the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Timnath team is not back on the field yet.
They're taking the field right now. They're just coming out of the tunnel.
Here they come. Yeah. And we'll talk about the Box Elder Cup, which is what the name of this rivalry is. This is the second time playing in Canvas Stadium since they started doing the Box Elder Cup back in and Canvas Classic back in 2022. Wellington won last year 15-14. So Wellington leads at the moment. And we're going to have a graphic coming up. We're going to look at Carter Gaines again, the senior wide receiver from Timnath. He's been a favorite target by quarterback Drew Raymond as he averages 28.5 yards per game. He has 541 total yards and 7 touchdowns. So that's pretty good. We've seen a little bit out of Carter Gaines tonight, so hopefully we see a little more out of him.
Some fun over there in the Timnath student section. They have their phone flashlights on.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about the Canvas Classic before today. This is where some high school state championship games are played at. I believe 5A, 4A, maybe even 3A, all their state championships are here at Canvas Stadium, here at Colorado State University and here in Fort Collins, Colorado. So this is a pretty significant stadium here especially for these teams here in northern Colorado that don't get the opportunity to play here. And then actually next year, starting in 2026, the Canvas Classic will start hosting the Thompson Valley School District. So it will be outside of Poudre School District starting next year.
Pretty excited to broadcast that expansion upon the Canvas Classic next year. Should be fun. Maybe a full day.
Absolutely.
It'll
be Loveland, Thompson Valley. All those teams down there in Loveland will get to come up here. So that'll be really cool to see. Give some teams some experience in playing in college football. Hopefully recruit people to college football more and want to play it more. As you know, college football has been on the growth lately.
It's definitely been on the growth.
It's almost like overtaking the NFL, which has been pretty crazy lately. I think at one point last year it actually did overtake the NFL in viewership. I doubt a CSU game would get more than a NFL game since we're not a power school. But Colorado State is a pretty cool future coming up.
Big schools like Michigan and Ohio, that's the teams who you'll see big matchups that can sometimes overtake the NFL.
Absolutely.
We will see a pretty full stadium tomorrow, though.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely more full than it is right now.
It'll be State Pride tomorrow night against Washington State, so they'll be wearing the white uniforms. That'll be fun to see.
It'll be Colorado State playing Washington State here tomorrow.
Future Pac-12 foe as Colorado State joins the Pac-12 next year and leaving the Mountain West at the end of the season.
But we will not be broadcasting that game. We're going to hand that one off to CBS, but
yeah, we don't quite have the media rights for that game. That costs a lot. Maybe in the future. It'd be at least 2031 because they got a media rights deal till 2031. So we might can get it in 2032. Come back to us then. Anyways, going back to our high school football game. Looks like we might be getting ready to go again. Start our second half of this game. If you don't remember, Wellington leads this game 7-5 over the Timnath Cubs. Here for the Box Elder Cup, two very big rivals playing here tonight.
Wellington currently has the Box Elder Cup, and they're trying to defend it tonight, and currently they're up, but Timnath has not really had any momentum going for them, so if they can get some momentum going here, I definitely see them coming back from this deficit.
Timnath will start by receiving the ball as they deferred to start this game. So we'll see what Timnath can do here on this. They'll start off our third quarter. And let's get this game back going. We had an extended halftime here at Canvas. I believe it was a 20-minute halftime.
It was 20 minutes. It's always good to remember that anything can happen in a rivalry.
Absolutely.
So we could see anything happen in this second half.
And let's get this game back going. And here comes our kicker, Seth Long, and here we go. That's a low kick. And that is going to be a touchback.
Timnath will start off the second half here on the 20.
Well, here we go for, this will be Timnath's, actually the first drive of the second half of this game. Timnath will start out with the ball here on the 20 after that touchback. We'll see what Timnath can maybe try and take this lead back from Wellington. They've led most of this game here for Timnath, and Wellington got that late touchdown. And that ball is going to Mitchell DeAngelis immediately, and he's got a couple yards. He's gotten 2.
Because of this unorthodox score, 7-5, we saw that safety in the very early minutes of the game. I believe it was first 2 minutes. But because of this very unorthodox score, all Timnath needs is a field goal to take the lead. It would be 8-7 if they can score that field goal. They missed a field goal finishing up the second quarter just 30 minutes ago.
And so here's 2nd and 8 now here for the Cubs on the 22. And there's been a flag thrown. And that looks like it's going to be on Timnath. And that is a false start there on Timnath. So that'll push them back 5 yards.
Going to lose those yards they gained on first down plus 3 more. Be 2nd and 13 here.
Well, this is going to push them back to the, this will be placed at the 17. So this will be, they're going to call it 2nd and 13 now.
It'll be 3rd and 13. No, they changed it back to 2nd.
Should be 2nd and 13.
Said
yes,
3rd up on the Jumbotron there for a second. Bit confusing.
Jumbotron had a little bit of an error right there. So here we go now. 2nd and 13. Here we go. And that has gone back to Mitchell DeAngelis. He's gone through. Wow, what a run there.
That's going to recover all of those yards from that penalty, plus a little more.
Not quite the first down, but he was not very far from it. This will be 3rd and 2 now after that 11-yard run there by DeAngelis. We talked about him earlier, too. Very much a player to watch tonight.
Definitely. We saw him. He was instrumental in their first game win, 24-17 against Pooter. We also broadcasted that game.
So now 3rd and 2 here on the 28-yard line. Oh, wow. That was pretty rough down there. And that surely will be on Timnath. Yeah, that'll be a false start on Timnath. Now that was a pretty bad one right there. Can't be making those mistakes. You want to try and make a comeback. So this will be 3rd and 7 now.
It's going to be their second false start of this drive. Not ideal for Timnath.
And then Timnath needs to get it in, lock in a little harder. Cannot be making those mistakes. Here we go now, 3rd and 7. Let's see what happens on this drive. Now on the 23-yard line. And there's movement in the backfield by number 82. And this is going to be a run. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be a pass. And, oh, dropped there by the wide receiver. And
that was number 41, just missing that.
And that's all right. And that's not quite what Timnath needed. But this will be a 4th and 7 here for Timnath. Only 3 yards on that drive.
Having a bit of technical issues, we lost our roster, so we might not have names here for a bit.
Yeah, we have lost access to our rosters. We will get that back up shortly. Going back to the game, this will be 4th and 7. Here goes the punt. Oh, it's a fake punt. It's a fake punt by Timnath, and they're going to get the first down.
First down.
That should be a penalty.
And
That also might be a penalty. Looked like maybe unnecessary roughness. Or
that definitely like a horse collar of a tackle to the punter right there. Let's look at a replay of this. That looked like a pretty decent tackle.
That definitely looked like a penalty.
Yeah, that was a horse collar right there. That should have been a penalty.
It's not going to be called, so they're just going to line up on the right hash and keep moving down the field here.
I believe these are similar refs from our last game that we had against Collins and Erie, where we had some controversial calls. I believe the head ref is the same guy. We're already starting to see that again here tonight. So here goes Mitchell DeAngelis. He's got some room. And he's
still
gone
up.
far. He's gone the other side of the field. And they're going down him on the 49 on the other side of the field.
Almost broke through that last defender there and got away from the whole defense, but
That's
just
another.
stopped him there in Wellington.
That's another Cubs first down. And it looks like the Cubs have gotten this drive gotten together again. Pretty rough start, but
They've found their way around that Wellington defense, who was doing a great job of shutting them down this first half and had not let up any points until this game.
absolutely very good fate that they had on that last one. So here we go. Here go the Cubs for 1st and 10 on the 49. It's gone back to the running back, the backup, and he's been blown up. He's gone backwards a yard, back to the 50.
Might have even been back 2 yards.
They're going to
Looks like
spot
they were-
that. Looks like just behind the 50.
This will be
about-
second and a little over 11.
Yeah, it's be about 2nd and 11 plus a 4th of a yard, it looks like. Specifically a 4th. That is true. It is about a 4th. Not
gonna be-
quite on the 50.
Back to second and a little over 11.
Yep, 2nd and 11. There's still technically the 50. And here goes, going back to Drew Raymond again. A lot of time to throw. And it's been intercepted by
Intercepted.
Wellington.
This might be a pick 6. He's still coming
And,
here.
he has been tackled down there. They're going to down him at the 35-yard line. Very good interception there by Wellington.
That we've been seeing the Wellington defense has produced multiple turnovers this season. They had 2 fumble recoveries earlier this game, and now an interception. That is big for Wellington to keep their momentum here and stay in the lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was detrimental to stop Timnath there because they were getting some momentum and moving down the field.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here next. They're going to need a – Timnath is going to be hurting after that one. That one's going to hurt. All right, here goes Wellington again. It's going to be run by the quarterback, and he's gotten 5 yards out of that.
Looks like about 5 yards.
They're going to put him at
maybe
the
6.
30. So Wellington already in scoring territory. They could definitely kick a field goal from there. Not quite in the
Field
red
goal.
zone.
A field goal would still have it as a 1-score game, making it 10-5, and Timnath would just need a touchdown. A touchdown from Wellington here, that would make it a 2-score game. It would be 13-5, and then 14 if they score their extra point.
All right, here goes Wellington again, and that has been a handoff. And they're going to put that to 26, so just short of the first down marker. So this will be 3rd and 1 now here on the 26 now. First down here would be very nice for Wellington. So that'll put them very close to the red zone. We'll see what they can get done here.
Already within field goal range.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what happens here. A lot of motion there on the
See if they can get a little
Wellington
closer.
offense. A lot of motion going on. Even more motion going. And that's going to be a handoff backwards to the running back. He's got the first down. And they're going to put that at the 21-yard line.
Plus a little more. Looks like he got about
Got
4 yards past the first
4 or
down there.
5 yards out of that. Yeah, that was a pretty good run there by Wellington. Got to give him credit for that one. That was good.
That was Kyle Keisner, their junior running back.
So this will be 1st and 10 now here for Wellington on the 21. 1 more yard will put them in the red zone. Better be careful there. That's some good scoring territory right there. And it's going to be a pass here by Wellington, surprisingly.
Big pass.
That's for the end zone, and that has been caught. And they are saying incomplete, and he was out of bounds.
It did look like he only got 1 foot down.
I want to see a replay of that. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Here we go. Let's look at this. And he definitely caught it, but I don't. He is out of bounds.
Didn't actually get either foot down in bounds.
That foot looked like it was kind of out of bounds. So good call by the refs right there. That could be a challenging
Another
call.
tough call.
I believe you only have to get 1 foot down in high school football for it to be a catch, unlike the NFL. And here goes a run. Oh, this one's going pretty good. He's still going. Quarterback is still going. And he's got the first down. They're going to call him down at the 9-yard line. So this will be 1st and goal here for Wellington. Very great opportunity to score right now.
They definitely want this touchdown here to make it a 2-score game.
Would be very crucial for Wellington to get it, for sure.
1 touchdown would make it an 8-point game, which is a touchdown to 2-point conversion. A touchdown plus an extra point would make it a 9-point game, which is 2 scores required for Timnath to come back.
Absolutely. This low-scoring game, that could even seal the deal. But game's not over. But we have not seen many scoring. We got a graphic right now. We got even Hochhalter with 5 interceptions. Oh, going back to our game now. And they're going to put that, looks like at the 4. That was a 5-yard run there. And we'll get that. We're going to put that graphic back up after that replay. Going back to Ivan Hochhalter, running back for Timnath. And he's gotten a loss. He's played defense, too, with a lot of tackles. 187 total tackles and 99 total tackles during his high school career. Going back to the game here, Wellington's pushing the ball forward, and that might have been a – nope. They're going to put that at the 3-yard line.
Gained 1 yard there. It's going to be 3rd and goal here on the 3-yard line. They definitely want to score here. They're in good position to do so.
Absolutely. So this will be 3rd and 3 now. And for Wellington on this will be 3rd and goal. So this would be a very crucial touchdown for Wellington to get here. Let's see what they do. And that ball has been snapped. It's gone to running back immediately. The pressure's getting to him, and he is short. He has been stopped by the Cubs defense.
That was a great demonstration of the Cubs defense there. They stopped a few good drives.
Absolutely. So Wellington's got an interesting decision to make here. Do you go for it on 4th and goal here on the 2-yard line, or do you be safe and kick the field goal? Honestly, I think I go for it.
I would go for it as well.
There's been
going to call timeout.
Been a timeout called, which I think is a pretty smart timeout because we have an interesting situation here.
A little bit of extra time to discuss the situation.
That was Wellington's first timeout of the half.
This is Brayton Meglin. He's number 3. He's a running back for the Wellington Eagles. He is 136 yards. He also plays defense. So he has 2 solo tackles playing defensive back on the defensive side of the field and 6 points.
Now, we've seen quite a bit of action from Brayden Meglin tonight.
He's also been averaging a point a game.
Not 1 point a game. Wow. Not too bad.
Little things make a difference.
Absolutely. Timnath is getting ready to come back out. Wellington is still having their discussions. And refs are telling them to hurry up. Here comes Wellington. Wellington looks like they're going to go for it, which they absolutely should. And this is their run formation they've been doing a lot of.
This is very important for Timnath to score
And
here.
it is going to be a run, and that is going to be a
He's in.
touchdown, Eagles. And that's an Eagles touchdown.
That was number 2, Kyle Keisner there.
That was a backwards pitch on that last play, so it's now an 8-point game. The extra point, assuming he makes it, will be a 2-score game.
They've been running that backwards pitch a lot on offense here, and it's been pretty consistently working. I don't believe they've lost yardage on it yet.
Yeah, it's a pretty risky play to use for sure. Most teams don't do it successfully.
Seems like Wellington has mastered it.
Absolutely. And here goes the extra point attempt, and that is good. Almost blocked there by Timnath. So that is now 14-5. Wellington Eagles lead the Timnath Cubs. That is a 2-score game for the first time of this game.
This is very important for Timnath to score on this drive and give themselves time in the fourth quarter to come back.
Timnath has to make the comeback now. They need 2 scores, so at least a touchdown and something else at the minimum. That's probably not going to be very nice for the Timnath sideline. So here comes the Wellington kicking unit and the Timnath receiving unit coming out for the kickoff after that touchdown there by the Eagles. So right now Wellington is on to defend their Box Elder Cup and hold it for the 2nd straight year at the current moment. 3:40 left in the third quarter. Game is not over, but definitely a lot of effort needed by Timnath here if they want to try and win this game.
They're definitely still in it, but with this strong Wellington defense, it's going to be tough to come back.
Absolutely. And here goes that kick, and that is surely going to be a touchback. Yep, that is a touchback there for again.
We've seen lots of strong kicks from the Wellington kicker tonight. He's been having a great night.
Yeah, we have. I actually just noticed something. I believe the high school teams are playing on college hashes tonight.
That's definitely going to change up their game plan a little bit.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
I had not thought about that yet either.
I sure don't see high school hashes down there.
Do not see a second set of hashes.
No, they're playing college hashes tonight. That's cool for high school players to get the experience. Here's back to the game. It's going to be a pass by Drew Raymond, and that has been caught at the 30. So they might call that a first down. And they will call the first down. Yeah, that's going to be a first down.
That'll be a first down there for Timnath. This is kind of a reflection of what we saw in their last drive. Just
looking at that replay, he looked pretty short of that first down. They're going to still give it to him anyway.
This is a reflection of their last drive so far. They got to avoid that interception or a fumble this time and keep moving down the field towards that score.
So here we go again. That's going to be a run around the outside, and he's been swallowed up at the 30. He has gone not too far at all. Good defense there by the Wellington Eagles.
That's that strong Wellington defense we've been talking about all night. They're tough to get around, but if you do get around them, you're good enough to win.
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be 2nd and 9 here for the Cubs on their own 31. Not a bad start to their drive. See if they can keep it up. Yeah, that's gone back to Drew Raymond. It's going to be another pass, and that is, just about intercepted again.
That's what they got to avoid on this drive. They got to keep moving down the field and still play it safe.
The score's wrong. It's 14-5. So here we go. Be 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 9 here on the 31. Let's see if the Cubs can try and make a comeback here. Taking some risks right now. Definitely what they needed. Don't want to take the wrong risk though, for sure. Gotta be calculated for sure. And
take the wrong
that
risk.
play has been stopped. And Timnath has taken their first timeout of the half with
Both.
2:29 remaining in the third.
Both teams now have 2 timeouts remaining.
Football fans, don't forget to purchase your tickets to Education Day, Kansas Stadium. On November 8th, the Colorado State Rams will play host to the
So while we're on timeout, we'll look at Wellington a little bit more as Wellington talks their huddle about what they're going to do here on this next try and stop Timnath.
Entering this season, Wellington was ranked in the top 3 in Class 2A, and they've dropped a little bit. Probably, I'm not sure why they've dropped, considering they started 3-0. Probably due to other teams getting wins against more significant opponents or opponents in a higher division.
And Wellingtons tend to have an easier schedule so far, it kind of seems like, so that could have a factor as well.
Wellington is definitely at an easier schedule. Oh, it just came back.
Oh, I think we're back now. We lost our
We had a
audio there for a second. Sorry about that.
technical. We'd lost power on our soundboard there for a second. Sorry, folks, but we are now back. We switched to a different outlet, and the power came back. Sorry about that.
Going back to our game, Timnath made some pretty significant plays while we were gone. We saw a lot out of Carter Gaines that we talked about earlier. So this is 3rd and 7 now here on the Wellington 30. And that has been dropped there by Timnath.
Unfortunate.
And looks like we might have the field goal unit coming out.
It's like it knows I came back.
Yes, this looks like we're going to have the field goal unit coming out. This will be a pretty decently long kick. And this will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. This will be the longest one tonight here by Timnath.
This will be a long field goal for a high schooler if we can make
Absolutely.
this. We've just gotten our rosters back. We just figured that out.
And this will be one heck of a field goal if he makes this. And that kick is up.
It's going
and
long.
that kick is good.
It's good.
Barely made it. What a kick. What a special teams we're seeing out of Timnath tonight. So that'll make it 14-8.
That will make it a one-score game if Wellington can score here. This is a very important drive here for Wellington.
Score's now 8 for Timnath. 8? Yeah, 8 Timnath. So 1 minute left in the third quarter. Back to a one-score game, 6 points. That is what Timnath needed to make it a one-score game. Timnath needs their defense be on their A game. Here, We need some A game here.
This is Ezra Betjargal. He plays on all three sides of the field. He plays O-line and D-line. He has 38 solo tackles, 78 total tackles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 8 sacks this season. That's going to be, he's a big part of Wellington's powerful defense thus far this season.
Yeah, definitely a strong player.
He's one of the captains for Wellington tonight, and he's been keeping up their strong defense and held the Cubs to only 8 when last week they scored 77.
Going back to our game now. And Timnath will get ready to kick this ball back off, and that ball is gone, and that will probably be a touchback. Yeah, that was out the back of the end zone.
That was almost through the field goal.
That was a pretty strong kick right there.
Wellington starts 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
This is an important drive for Wellington here. If they score and put it back to a 2-score game, that's going to give the Cubs very little time to come back.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
if Timnath is able to stop him and give themselves another opportunity, they could tie this game up, even take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what happens here. So Wellington will get the ball here on their own 20. Wellington needs to not take too many risks here. And that is going to be a run by the quarterback. He's pushed up about 5 yards. That is going to be a 5-yard run. They're going to put that to 25. So 2nd and 5 here for the Wellington Eagles now. And this will most likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter that comes up right here.
Clock is ticking. We have about 40 seconds left in the 3rd.
Yeah, we'll see if they should get one more play in. And this looks like it might be a pass right here. A lot less people down there in the center. It is going to be a pass. And that's going to be a pretty big pass. And that is incomplete. But that looked like pass interference there by Timnath.
There are flags out on the field.
There is 2 flags out deep. That will surely be pass interference.
3rd flag. He's just throwing it back.
Let's see what our head ref has to say here tonight. That is pass interference on defense. So this will be a 1st down for Wellington.
Not good for Timnath there. This is an important drive to stop him.
Let's check this out right here. Didn't really see much of it on that, but yeah.
Looked like he tackled him before he had a chance to jump up for the ball.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 now here on their own 40 for Wellington. Probably going to be another run here again, I would guess. Sure is. He's still going.
He's through the defense.
Going. Wow. And he has made it to the 50 on that play. So a 10-yard run on that one.
That was number 17, Braden Pollier, making that tackle there, stopping him from breaking all the way through and going all the way for a touchdown. We're going to near the end of the 3rd quarter here.
And that's going
to be the end of the 3rd. We're going to go into the 4th, 14-8. Wellington is leading and has the ball.
Yeah, pretty strong 3rd quarter.
We've seen a great game here tonight so far, and I'm pretty excited for this 4th quarter. It's a close game going into it, and I'm excited to see what happens with both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot from special teams from Timnath tonight, and pretty good stuff from Wellington. Wellington took the lead of this game lately. They've been leading the game for most of the 2nd half of this game and part of the 2nd quarter. Timnath led the first part, so we'll see if Timnath can make a comeback or not.
Definitely, this should be interesting. It's definitely been a very unorthodox first half, but that 3rd quarter went a little more to how normal football looks like, and we'll probably see a little bit more of that in the 4th as both teams get their game together a little more and tighten their defenses.
Yeah, it'll probably a little bit more action here, seeing it's the end of the game. So we'll see how this goes.
Especially going into the 4th quarter close, I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. Let's see what happens. We get a graphic.
Give us a graphic.
You get a graphic? We can look at some more from graphic. Not this time. Okay. So we'll talk
Out on the
about
field right now, looks like we got a bit of a dance going on.
Absolutely. We don't have what's going on. Looks like this is alumni, students, and homecoming court committees potentially right here. Oh no, this is a student dance battle.
I think one side's Wellington. I think we got Wellington going right now, and Timnath just finished up.
Yes, this is a very popular 100 student dance battle going on. 50 students from Timnath and 50 students in Wellington will be performing a dance choreographed and led by different teams. Each team will have two 30-second routines. After both teams perform twice, the winner will be determined by the team with the loudest applause.
Timnath is going again here. This is their second 30-second one. Some fun choreography.
Yeah, absolutely.
Split jump there. Wellington's back. Got a little bit of partnership going on in this dance. Spin move. I don't know about you. If I was the judge, I'd take Wellington for this dance battle here.
I think I am too, man. I mean, this has been pretty action-packed dance battle right here. I think
cartwheel, backflip.
Whoa, whoa.
Look
at my man down here. Look at my man down here. Holy cow.
I'm definitely picking Wellington after double backflip.
Wow. All right. Let's hear our vote here. Here's our votes for Timnath. I don't know. That's pretty loud.
That's pretty loud. 970 decibels. It looks like they were around.
Should be 97 decibels. Yes.
97.
There's the Wellington Eagle. That is definitely louder.
Oh, 100 decibels.
100 decibels. Yep, that is louder.
So
by
it seems
Wellington.
our pick is correct. We're going to have Wellington.
The winner of the dance competition will be the Wellington Eagles.
Wonder if they have a trophy for that like they do with the football game.
Doesn't look like we're going to get a trophy ceremony.
Oh, they got a second try? Oh. No, they're just celebrating.
We're celebrating here. All right, we'll get ready to start our fourth quarter here.
Good for Wellington winning that dance battle there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Football teams are back out. They're taking the field right now as the dance team leaves.
Yeah, here we go. Let's start our final quarter of this game. Pretty fun game to be here so far here in Canvas Stadium. It's been a fun atmosphere so far.
If you're just joining us, the score is 14-8. Wellington is leading and currently has the ball on the 50-yard line. And we're in the fourth quarter. 12 minutes remaining in this game.
And here we go to start our fourth quarter. Wellington's going to snap the ball. It's going to be a run immediately to number 3. And
he's still up.
He's still going. He's still going.
A bunch of tackles.
Wow,
he's still up.
That should be a first down.
He would have even made it for the first down there.
I believe they're going to call. That is going to be a first down.
That was an impressive run from number 3, Kyle Keisner there. Talked about him in the pregame, and he's definitely been living up to expectations.
That was incredible right there.
I think he broke 10, maybe even more tackles. He broke through the whole defense.
Yeah, we won't expect Wellington to do too much. Probably a lot of running since they're leading this game here in the fourth quarter. Won't expect them to take many risks. This sure looks like their running formation again. The very heavy O-line right here. And it is going to be run to Kisner again, and he has been blown up. They're going to push him back to the 30. Where are they going to put? They put him back. Okay. They're going to say no gain. So he has gone nowhere. So he'll be 2nd and 10 now. Here for
good for him
Wellington.
getting his knee down there, preventing him from a 5, maybe even 10-yard loss.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2nd and 10 now. Oh, here we go. It's the quarterback scrambling. And he's still going. He just ran out of bounds at the 45.
3 or 4 yard gain, maybe
He's
5.
gone out to 35, so he's gotten 5 yards out of that. He still needs 5 more for the first downs. 3rd and 5. Gonna need something here from the Wellington offense. Get this first down. Kicking team hasn't been so reliable tonight for Wellington, as we've seen.
I have not seen a very reliable kicking from Wellington, but with how this drive is going, if they can keep it going, I would not be surprised if they can get another touchdown, seal their victory here.
Absolutely. So we'll see if Wellington get a first down here. And a motion by the running back right there. And there's been a timeout called. That was a timeout there on Wellington. They've called their 2nd timeout at the half. Only 1 timeout remaining for Wellington. We still have over 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Kind of early to be calling that.
If I were Wellington, I'd be holding on to that timeout for later, but
yeah,
that's not what they did here.
This game's not over. You might need that later on if Timnath makes a comeback.
Seem confident they can hold on to this lead.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. So we can look at a little bit from Timnath right now. As you know, Timnath is currently nationally ranked 9,832nd. And within the state, they are ranked 125th. So overall between all the classes, so most likely lower than Wellington. And going back to our game, Wellington, the quarterback's running the ball. He's got the first down.
Still up.
He's still going, and he's got that into the red zone.
All the way down to maybe an 18 or 19 there.
Yeah, the 18. That was a great play. He got halfway to the end zone on that play right there. Got about 17 yards out of that.
It's certainly looking good for Wellington to hold on to that Box Elder Cup right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be putting my money on Wellington at the moment, but this game's not over, as we said.
Any score, even a field goal for Wellington, would make this a 2-score game. A field goal would make it 17-8. And even a touchdown and a 2-point conversion from Timnath, they would still be a point behind.
Timnath needs to try and get a turnover here, if all possible. And the quarterback's going to run it again. He's still going. Oh, he's still going. Broken tackles. He's going to be down at the 8. So that should be a first down. And that is going to be a first down for Wellington. So this will be 1st and goal here on the 8. So that is very strong there. Yeah, 1st and goal now here from the 8-yard line for the Wellington Eagles. Already leading this game by 6. Touchdown would probably seal this game. 9 minutes left, though. It's still up for grabs, but we have not seen much from the Timnath offense tonight. So it'll be pretty tough.
Remember last game we saw 2 touchdowns scored by Fossil in the last 3 minutes. So
yeah, you never know.
Anything can happen in these rivalry games.
Especially here in the Canvas Stadium. And that play has been stopped. That probably would have been a touchdown on that play.
Looked like he had an open route there.
Running back was wide open. Let's see what the penalty was. It's delay game on the Wellington. So that'll push him back.
That'll be
to the 13.
Still 1st and goal just from the 13.
1st and goal from the 13 now.
Oh, they'll make it
it'd be 2nd and goal from the 13.
Oh, they're back to 1st and goal.
Nope, it is 1st and goal, yep.
Scoreboard's messed up every now and again.
We hear different things on every play. So it'll be 1st and goal, yep, here on the 13 after the delay a game penalty. And yep, that's a run immediately. He's got a touchdown, Wellington touchdown. Eagles. The defenders kind of pushed him into the end zone a little bit there.
That was number 12, Trey Trujillo, we saw scoring that touchdown there and getting one step closer to sealing the deal and holding on to that Box Elder Cup for Wellington.
Absolutely. Timnath defense kind of struggling on this drive. That was a very smooth play there by Wellington. Here comes the extra point attempt here by Wellington. We'll see what they do here. And this kick, that looked good to me, and it sure was. And this will be 21-8 Wellington Eagles. Marcus. Hey, scores 21-8. Marcus. Scores 21-8 Wellington. Yeah. So 8:57 left in the game.
It was a 2-score game here for the Cubs.
A 13-point game right now.
They're going to need to get a quick drive here if they want to get the ball back for a second time.
At least 2 touchdowns for Timnath here. It's still on. It's not a blowout by any means. Been a pretty slow game here. We'll see if Timnath can find something different, but it's not looking promising, I will say. So here goes Wellington here from the 40, about to kick it. And here we go. And Timnath will take back the ball, and that'll be an easy touchback. It's gone out the back of the end zone again. That kicker needs a kick from the college kicking area on that X on the 35. You don't need the 40. That still would have been a touchback.
Still would have been a touchback from the 35. That was a strong kicker.
Yeah, that kicker's got some potential. I hope to see him have a good future. So this will be 1st and 10 here for the Cubs on their own 20. About the common story at this point. They've been starting a lot of their drives here on the 20. And here goes Timnath. It's going to be snapped immediately, and that has gone to the running back, and he has been blocked by his own player and gone nowhere.
This is a very important drive for Timnath to get down the field fast here. They need to score this ball as fast as possible. So I'm expecting to see a little more passing. I'm a bit surprised about the run.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 now here for Timnath here on their own 20. 8:30 left in the game. Still got some time. Need to use it wisely. But, oh, here goes that Timnath running back. He's going good. And he's got pretty big first down. He's made it to the 37 on that.
Stuff like that is definitely what Timnath is looking for here.
Yeah, he almost broke free from that and had a touchdown. And that'll be good there for Timnath getting their first down.
Cubs used their first timeout towards the end of the 3rd quarter. They have 2 remaining.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 out here on their own 37. Progress definitely for Timnath. That's what they needed. It's going to be a pass. And pressure. And that ball's going to be, that's might be pass interference. There's the penalty flag. That sure looks like it's going to be pass interference. And let's see what our ref has to say right here. Having that discussion. And here we go. Let's hear his announcement. And that is pass interference on Wellington. And there's a lot of booing here from the Wellington crowd.
Student section did not like that one.
That definitely kind of looked like pass interference to me.
There was definitely some pass interference.
Yeah. I'm just looking over there at the Timnath crowd. They have lost quite a bit of people over there, especially in their student section. They've lost over half of them, if you notice. Here we go again. Back to Timnath playing. It's going to be another pass for Raymond, and he's sacked.
Breaking tackles, but not enough.
And he has been sacked.
This is good for Timnath here. If they can stop him and then take a long possession, it's certainly looking very good for Timnath to win this game at the moment. That'll push them back 7 yards. It's 2nd and 17 now.
2nd and 17 back on their own 45. Need to get to the other 38. So
it's
that's
not the situation you want to be in down 13.
Absolutely not. And here we go again. That is going to be a run around the outside. Oh, Mitchell DeAngelis is still going. He's still going.
He stays up. He's along the sideline.
And they've tackled him at the 6-yard line. No, that would be the 10-yard line. 10-yard line.
That's what Timnath needed right there.
What a play there by Mitchell DeAngelis right there.
You got to convert this into a touchdown as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about him early in the game as well. We mentioned him a lot in this game. He's been a fun player to watch in this game. Keep an eye on Mitchell DeAngelis. And we got 7 minutes left in this game. It's still wide open.
Definitely still a winnable game for Timnath.
There goes the running back, and he won't quite make it. They're going to give him a 6. So that is progress. That's going to be second and goal
on the 6-yard line.
Yes.
This is crucial for Timnath to score as fast as possible here. So if I were them, I'd be moving a little faster.
Yeah, they do need to move the ball maybe a little quicker. 6:30. We started with about 9 minutes. They burned about 3 minutes on this drive. It's about a third of the time they have. They need to be a little more efficient. And it's going to be a pass, and that is a touchdown, Timnath.
That is what Timnath needed in this situation here.
That is going to be a Cubs touchdown. And what a play that was right there. That was a great touchdown pass.
I had my eyes on the running back. That was a great fake. I want to see a replay of that. Here we go.
That is the wrong play.
You're not going to get an instant replay of that touchdown.
Not going to get the replay of that.
See if they can make this extra point.
And it goes extra point attempt here by Timnath. And
that'll be good.
That kick was good. It'll be 21-15 Wellington.
21-15. 21-15.
Hey Marcus, are y'all using the touchdown stingers at all? Okay.
It'll be a one-score game here, 21-15.
Yeah, 6 points, only about a touchdown apart. If Timnath can hold up Wellington and get a touchdown, it'll be Timnath could take the lead of this game.
Ideally, they stop them. Hopefully, a 3rd and out or 4th and out here. Timnath wants the ball back as soon as possible to give themselves time for this comeback.
Oh, absolutely. So 6:12 on the clock. Timnath defense needs to do their absolute best right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking at these Timnath uniforms. That kind of looks like Wyoming's uniforms.
They definitely do look like Wyoming.
Yeah, CSU will be playing them later in the season. Back to our game. We'll have our kicker here, Ben Halloran, here for Timnath. And kick this ball off. And that's an onside kick.
It's recovered
and
by
that has
Wellington.
been recovered by Wellington.
It did look like it caught Wellington off guard. They looked a little confused there.
Definitely did. I think it was a little too early for that, but it was worth a shot. Good recovery there by Wellington to get that.
Timnath has to stop them here. They cannot allow a score.
Yeah, so they're on the 49-yard line. So
any score from Wellington puts this back to a 2-score game, and they do not have time for that. They got to keep this to a 1-score game and get the ball back as soon as possible.
A 2-score game would probably seal this game at the rate this game has been going. Oh, no, it's still going. It's still anybody's game at this moment. And there's going to be a run here for Wellington, and he's going to could get a couple yards out of that. They're going to give him 2 yards.
Keep in mind, we have seen a 47-yard field goal from the Timnath kicker tonight. So if Wellington can match that with a long field goal, that might seal this game.
Absolutely. So this will be 2nd and 8 here on the opposite 49 that we just were on. Yeah, 2nd and 8 now. Let's see what we can get here. Here on the Cubs 49. Let's see what the Eagles got. And here we go. It's going to be another run for number 12 right there. And not quite got the first down. They're going to call that the 42 the 43-yard
That
line.
was Trey Trujillo almost making it for that first down for Wellington.
He was about a yard short of the first down. Yeah, he was about a yard and a half short.
It'll be 3rd and 2 here. They're going to
call
round it
it
up.
3rd and 2, yes. This is a very crucial play for the Timnath defense to stop right here. And this looks like it will be a run. A very important stop this run right here for Timnath. And here we go. It is going to be a run. They have not stopped it successfully. He's still going, and he's down at the 38-yard line. That's a Eagles first down. And they're starting to get kind of close to field goal range.
They're nearing that longer field goal range. Timnath has to stop them right here and right now, or they could be in trouble.
Plus, for the time left, there's only 4:40 on the clock.
They do need the ball back as soon as possible here.
Yeah, absolutely. The ref stopped the clock there for a couple seconds. We're back going again. I'm surprised we haven't seen many injuries here tonight. We usually always see injuries. That's been good to see.
Love to see no injuries.
Absolutely. That's a great game. And they're definitely trying to burn some clock here for Wellington.
That might be.
That's why they waited there. And, oh, there goes the running back.
Ooh.
Oh, what a tackle.
Almost did a front foot there.
Got him down at the 30, and he's limping after that hit.
He's going to keep
like
playing.
Looks like he's all right.
Almost jinxed him there.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. That was a close call. We won't talk about that again.
Be 2nd and 2. They're in that long field goal range. A field goal would be from 45.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here.
Timnath has to stop him right here. If they get this first down, they're in danger of scoring that field goal and getting this back to a two-score game.
2nd and 2. Timnath needs to stop it. And here goes the quarterback again. He has got that first down. He's still going. They got him at
two spin moves from the quarterback. They broke a few tackles.
23 is where he made it to. That will be a first down.
And that is going to put Wellington definitely into field goal range. It'd still be a little far, but they're in field goal range.
And we have had a timeout called by Timnath. They have taken their 2nd timeout of the half. Both teams only have 1 timeout remaining. So both teams taking advantage of their timeouts tonight. 3:22 left here in the game. We'll see what they can do here. And while we're here on timeout,
over the past few seasons, Wellington has seen a strong upward trajectory in their team's strength. And last season, they peaked in that in the state runner-ups. As I said before, they were entered this season seeded in the top 3 in Class 2A and have dropped to 10th since then, but they've had a few deep playoff runs in them. Hoping to see more out of them in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see Wellington. Going back here to Wellington, and here we go. Oh, that play has been destroyed in the backfield by Timnath. That's what Timnath needs to be doing. Man, that was Dylan Mock right there.
If they can push them backwards, back out of field goal range, that would be ideal.
Yeah, absolutely. They're still on 27. That's still close to field goal range, and this will be 2nd and 14 now. And they're going to definitely run this clock down. With only a little under 3 minutes left.
This will be good for Timnath to stop him here by any means possible.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be their best opportunity yet to stop him. And here we go. It is going to be a run. Oh, he's still going. He's still going, and he is just short of the end zone. They're going to call that the 3-yard line.
That is a big play for Wellington there.
That was our man, number 12, Trey Trujillo, the senior here for
Eagles.
That'll be 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. This is not looking good for Timnath.
Yeah, absolutely. And
They called their final timeout.
someone has just called. Time has just been stopped. Looks like we might have had an injury timeout. I'm not quite sure.
I believe that's number
Yeah, we do.
12,
That is
Trey
number.
Trujillo.
That's our. Yeah, that's the he just made that big play. He is again taken off the field by his teammates. He is limped off the field successfully with assistance. He's not looking too good down there on the sideline. That might have been a weird tackle he just got hit by. They're trying to get him down to the bench down there. Glad to see him get off the field. Getting some assistance down there on the sideline too.
Go back to 1st and goal on the 3-yard line here.
Absolutely. So here's 1st and goal here on the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left in this game. Wellington touchdown will probably seal the deal with this amount of time left. Already winning the game. And the ball has been snapped. And
They're gonna
that's
stop him.
gone. That looks like it went backwards. And it did go backwards 1 yard.
Timnath is looking for a turnover here. They want that turnover. They don't want to give Wellington the opportunity to kick a field goal here, because that would put it up to 24-15, which is a 2-score game.
That's true. I mean
They're also running very low on time. They only have 1.5 minutes left and 1 timeout.
Interesting to see if Timnath uses their final timeout or not. We'll see if that happens. I'm very intrigued to see if they decide to use it. Yeah,
This might be a delay of game on Wellington, or a timeout.
Looks like it. And Wellington has taken their final timeout of the game. That was their 3rd and last timeout of the half. With 1:08 on the clock. I think Wellington might have this game under control.
They might be able to hold on to that Box Elder Cup from last year.
Yeah, pretty good comeback by Wellington so far in this game. Timnath led most of the first part, but Wellington's led the whole second part.
We've definitely seen a more under control second half with less unorthodox plays.
Yeah, definitely by both teams here. Because now the score isn't so weird anymore. 21-15, still a close game for sure. Definitely probably one of the better games we've had this season that we broadcasted.
This Canvas Classic tonight, that Fossil Collins game and now this Timnath Wellington game, they've definitely lived up to expectations. They've been 2 close, fun to watch games so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got about a minute left in this one. Teams are going to go back out onto the field.
I bet both these players on, though, winner or loser, I bet they had a great time tonight playing under the lights here at Canvas Stadium.
It's definitely fun to get to be in this college stadium.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even for us up here in the announcing booth, it's super cool.
Yeah, this 41,000 person capacity stadium. It's cool to get to play in big stadiums like this, even if they're not full. And that is a Wellington Eagles touchdown.
That might seal the game here for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's going to probably do it. That makes it 27-15. I think Wellington might have this under control.
We can't see it. Here's...
And, oh, that extra point, I believe, was blocked right there. Yeah, it was blocked. Blocked extra point. You probably missed that.
Timnath is going to get the ball back here. They have
1:02. 1 minute.
Minute left, and they're down 12 points. It's not looking good, but
that's pretty bad.
Quick touchdown and onside kick, and they're back in this thing.
And you only have 1 timeout. That onside kick better be successful, or it's game over. I'd say Wellington is about 99% chance of winning this game. It's not over, but I think Wellington's got this under control.
certainly been a good fight from both teams here tonight, but
Yeah, absolutely.
at the moment it's looking like Wellington's going to come away with the victory.
Yeah, it looks like Wellington will probably hold on to the Box Elder Cup. And this will most likely be our final kickoff for the night unless Timnath can find a score. Let's see how much aggression Timnath decides to use. But here we go. Here comes Wellington with their kickoff right here, and that ball is gone, and that will definitely be a touchback.
He's going to try to.
Yep, that is a
try to run that
touchback.
back.
I don't know if you've been noticing, but looking at the lights around the stadium, there's a lot of moths flying around.
Definitely a lot of moths at the moment. It's a little annoying.
I know, yeah, they've been landing on me personally. I don't think we have that back at PSD Stadium back at Timnath. So going back to our game, first and 10 here. Timnath's going to do a pass. And that receiver's wide open, but he has dropped it. That was on the ground. That was the Carter Gaines right there. And that was a little bit of a low pass.
Under a minute left here for Timnath.
57 seconds. Yeah, it's going to be pretty challenging, especially on your own 20. That's a long distance to go, too. There we go. 2nd and 10 now here on their own 20. And it's going to be another pass, very similar play. That is complete, and he has gotten out of bounds, so that's a good job to get out of bounds.
I think they're going to need to go for something longer here if they want a chance at this. They need to go for something big.
They need to send a nuke downfield and then do it again. So this will be 3rd and 3 here for Timnath, now on the 27. They're going to need more than 7 yards. They want to win this game. They need about 73 plus an onside kick. And it's going to be another pass here by Timnath. And that is complete in the center of the field.
It's not going to get out of bounds.
Man, there's going to be no huddle right here.
Move quickly here.
Might have it. There we go. Yeah, here we go again. The hurry up here. And Timnath's already snapped it again. Very good pace. And that is caught down there near the 50.
Did not get out of bounds, though. They're going to have to keep moving quickly here.
Keep going. 30 seconds and going down. Timnath needs a hustle. Here we go again. It's going to go to the running back, surprisingly. And he has gotten down at the 46.
Clock is still ticking. They might need to take their final timeout right here.
Timnath, I think, was just taking their – yes, Timnath has taken their final timeout of the game.
19 seconds remaining here. It looks like Wellington might have put the nail in the coffin with that touchdown.
Yeah, so both teams now out of timeouts. Timnath has the ball on the Eagles' 45. It's not looking good here for Timnath. 19 seconds to get 2 touchdowns is going to be pretty hard.
Looks like they're going to need a touchdown right here and then
get an onside kick and do it again.
Kick recovery and do it again.
That's pretty hard to do. Colorado State did it in this stadium, though, surprisingly, 2 years ago against Boise State.
They
recovered it 3 times in a row. So, and they came back and won. Most of you have probably heard of that game. What a game that was.
And just last game, about 2 or 3 hours ago, we did see an onside kick recovery by Fossil on their way to almost coming back from a 3-touchdown deficit in the last 3 minutes.
The stadium is very good for onside kicks, with lucky onside kicks for sure. Back to our game. Let's go back to Drew Raymond. It's going to be a pass. And that was a good throw, number 2 right there, and he is not out of bounds. Timnath better get the hurry up going. We better go. Better go. 12 seconds. Man, 11 seconds. They're going down. And that ball's been hiked again.
We're going to need a touchdown right here.
Oh, that is incomplete. That was a low pass. 3 seconds now on the clock.
Looks like that will be it for tonight's game.
So we have 3 seconds. Timnath will have one more play. And it'll be pretty much impossible for Timnath to win this game. You have to try and go for a touchdown, though, just for fun. Because why not? I think, let's see what Timnath decides to do here. See if they're going to try and go for it. It looks like they will try and get something out of this. Might as well. Yeah, it is going to be a pass. It's going to be a Hail Mary. And it's going for the end zone. And that is intercepted, I believe.
And that will seal tonight's game.
And that is the game. That is the Canvas Classic 2025.
Cannon goes off one more time there, sounding the end of the night.
The final score tonight is Wellington Cubs 27 and the Wellington Eagles 27 and the Timnath Cubs 15. We'd like to thank you for watching our game tonight. Huge thank you to Colorado State and Canvas Credit Union for making this event possible.
From all of us here at SaberCat Sports, good night and thank you for watching.
And one more last look here from Canvas.
Thank you for tuning into tonight's game. It was a close matchup. Thanks for tuning in for the whole live broadcast. If you were here for it, it was 2 close, competitive rivalry games, and it was very fun to watch and announce.
And I'm Cole Woodard.
And I'm Ian Lehrman.
And we hope you have a good night.
For all of us here at SaberCat Sports, good night and thank you for watching.